Hey guys, this is Techo Freak here, and welcome to episode 20 of my Let's CS custom story creation tutorial for Amnesia. And today we're going to be talking about level doors and changing the map in through the code, and also changing the map through level doors. And it's going to be something pretty basic. It's something I should have told you guys how to do a while ago. But with all the things that I wanted to get done, this kind of got pushed back a little bit further. But this is fairly simple, nothing too bad to do. If anybody really wanted to find out, they could have done it just by looking at the settings of the level doors. And I'm also going to teach you the way you can do it in the code, so that'd be pretty useful. So so that's let's go ahead and get started. First thing I want to do is go ahead and go into start a new map, so we can put a door there and we can connect those two doors. So let's go ahead and go File, New, and that's all right. I'm gonna lose that, and I'm gonna open up this perspective to be bigger by hitting spacebar. And so I'm gonna make a little room, and I'm just gonna put a level door in there. I'm not gonna use it for nothing right now. I'm just gonna use it for demonstration to you guys, and then maybe eventually I'll get to turning it into something. So let me go ahead and go to static objects. I'm gonna go to mansion base, and I'm gonna pick a wall. Maybe I'll pick the other wall this time around. I'll pick default instead of default alt2, and let's rotate that towards me. So let's put that there. Wrong way. There. Alright, so let's do the same thing here, and same thing here. Oh, backed it up too far. That should be long enough. Let's turn it like this now, and let's continue like this. That's good. Like that. Alright, let's I'll try to make like a rectangle, I suppose. Yeah, let's make like a rectangle. Let's do it, and then let's keep going. Okay. That, like that. And now let's close it up now. There we go. And that's it. We got a little square room, and we're gonna put a door here. So let's go ahead and use the select tool. We can remove this by pressing delete. Now I'm going to go back into static objects, and I'm going to select doorway without any numbers there, so it can match with the with this one here. Go ahead and slap that right there. Next we're gonna put door frame. Door frames are the same for every doorway. So well, at least in mansion base, not in the other ones. So that's door frame for that one, and now we just need the level door. So level door you can find in entities under doors, or door, and all the level doors will always be the same. They'll say level cellar, level cistern, level dungeon, level engine, level hub. All of them say level. So any of these that say level are the ones that you can use. So I'm going to use level wood, since it's the one that I used in the previous map before this one. I'm going to place it here. I'm just going to fix it. I'm going to turn off grid snapping here, so that it doesn't like snap according to the grid. Just need to make sure that it's not still not high enough. Right. Yeah, that looks good. Just want to make sure that there's no way you can see through it. Yeah, that's good. So that should be a good door. Alright, now we're going to have to make the floor and ceiling, so we can just go to primitives and type we want plain. Material, we can go ahead and search. We're going to go under static objects. We're going to go under mansion base, floor. I'm just going to do this one for both the top and the bottom. For both the the top and the bottom. So at this point I like to change the perspective, and I like to change it to this one, so that I can see it a little better. And I could just make the and I can make the floor fit perfectly to the room. I also still have grid snapping on, so I got to turn that back on. Alright, and then I can switch back. Alright, and now let's go ahead and just duplicate this by using Control D. And then I'm gonna move that up. There we go. Make sure that looks good from the inside. Oh wait, that's right. You gotta rotate it so that this part is in the bottom. So let's go ahead and rotate that. There we go. And then let's slide this back. Let's look inside, and it looks good. Looks good to me. Yeah, and the floor is good. Alright, so you have a little room, nothing crazy. And now let's start. Let me first save the map. I'm gonna call this maybe main hall. So I did want to make a main hall, kind of like, you know, typical Amnesia. There's like branches of rooms, and there's always a main hall, and this is going to be the main hall. So I'm gonna save it here. All right, so now let's actually get to combining or linking the two doors. You don't actually link them. You kind of link them to the map that the person's supposed to go, and you give it the feeling that they actually went there. So they went through the door. So it's kind of fake when you think about it, but to the player it looks as if they went through the level doors. So okay, so first you can select the map file of the other map, which was room 01. So let's go ahead and go back up, and I'm going to go to users, and I'm going to find it on my desktop because I work on it on my desktop, and maps, and then here's room 01. So there it goes. So now it's pointing to the map file, that's room 01, so it's going to take me to that map, but it needs to know a start position, so we need to put in a start position here in that other map. So right now we don't have a start position for the player to spawn in, but we will in a little bit. We're gonna head over to room 01, and then we'll come back. So let's go room 01. Alright, here we are. So now we're back here. So let's do the same thing we did with the other one. We're gonna select it. We're gonna do map file, and I'm gonna head up and find my custom story, and now here I'm going to select main hall because this door is going to main hall. Actually, this door is improperly placed. I didn't realize that. I don't know if you guys realized that. Oh, it was improperly placed. There you go. That's in place now. I didn't even notice. All right. So now that that's in place, now we have the map selected. Excuse me. And now we won't need the start position. So when you want the player to enter the map, you just want them to spawn in a start position that resembles that they walk to the door. So what we're gonna do is gonna go to areas and go to player start, and we're just gonna place one right here, and we'll go ahead and grab that. The blue arrow should be facing the direction you want the player to be looking, not this blue one right here, the blue one inside right here. Let's see if I can show you guys. This blue arrow, you want it to be pointing in the direction that you want the player to be looking. So you need that to be done. So that's he's gonna walk through the door, and I want him to be looking that direction. So basically, the level door is going to put him in this map and spawn him right here looking in that direction. So to the player, it seems that he just went through the door. But in reality, you just sent them to the other map at a certain area. Yeah, so that's done. I'm going to leave that player start at area 1. I'm going to go ahead and copy this actually, and I'm going to save it. You can name it whatever you guys want. And I'm going to go back to the main hall. And here, I'm going to click on this and go to Entity, and then Start Position. I'm going to paste in Player Start Area 1. And I'm going to hit Enter. That modifies the map there. I'm going to save. And now we're going to do the same thing here. Another player start area right here. I'm going to grab it and bring it up. And I'm going to rotate it. The blue arrow on the inside has to be pointing towards this side. And let's go ahead and save that. And that's pretty much it. We just had to head back one more time to room 01, and we can just tell this one that player start area 1 is the place you should spawn the person. So there, and we can save. Alright, so that's all essentially there is to linking two level doors and making player go through one to the other. That's how you connect two maps. Pretty simple, fairly easy, nothing big. Now I'm going to show you how to do it through the code. So through the code, you basically run a line. Let me show you guys the episode 20.hps back here. This is the episode 20.hps file. You guys can download my custom story in the description, and you guys can just view it online with the link that I'll post in the description. It should be this one right here. You can follow it and view it online. You can also find a link to this one online, which has all the links to the prior episodes, and it'll have the code you need and any more explanations you could want. And yeah, if you do download my custom story, it is inside of maps and templates and episode 20. So yeah, you guys can check that out. Yeah, so we're gonna be using the line of code to change the map, and we can accomplish this in various ways. We can just as you guys, if you guys should know, if you guys watch my previous episodes, you can use code essentially whenever you want. When you pick up a key, when you step in a certain area, when you pick up a note, when in a timer, even when you look at something, you can run some code. There's actually code for that. I'm going to be showing you guys in the near future, yeah, it's just pretty much what you guys want to do. There's a good way of changing the. It's a good way of changing a level through the code, because if you don't like the whole level door system, you can create your own. Like, you can spawn a hatch, and you can make it so you can go through that hatch and get to the next level. It's not essentially, you're essentially not saying that they're going through the hatch. You can just teleport them. So let me show you guys what I mean. I think I might do the whole hatch bit right now. So let me show you guys that. I'm gonna go to static objects, or yeah, no, it's gonna be doors, door, and maybe a hatch. Not that kind of hatch. This kind of hatch, maybe. There it goes. Okay, let me put it somewhere else that won't get in the way. Maybe in this room here. Yeah, in this room would be a good place to put it. There, a hatch. And this hatch can open, but we don't essentially want the player to open it. This is just going to be for demonstration. I'm not exactly going to keep it in my custom story. So yeah, let's make it interact with the script area. So let's go ahead and go like this, and like that, and then we'll put it high enough to catch the player. So when he steps in this area, we'll probably want to make it a little bigger than that. Let's extend it this way, and a little bit further this way. So basically, when he steps in this area, we want the level to change, and he's gonna end up over there in the same place as the level door would take you. Let's go ahead and save this up then, and let's also give it a name. We're gonna do, maybe name it next. Oh, change map. Or change level. How about that? Oh yeah, change map would be better. I want to decide on the name. It might conflict with the. Well, it won't conflict, but it might get confusing with the code, because the code also has change map. But we'll see. All right, so that's the. Actually, we could just name it change map area. Oh damn! There we go. area. Change map area. That works. Let's go ahead and save that. Change map area just looks weird to me for some reason. Alright, so change map area. There it is, and we got a little hatch here. And let's go over to our code, and let's start coding some of this. I actually don't have it open, so let me go ahead and go maps and room 01. So there we go. Here's our here's all our code, and let me put the level editor to the side just so we can see it. And so we just want to make a simple add entity collide callback with the script area. So let's go ahead and copy this line of code from previous script area, and let's paste it below. So we want the player to interact with a certain area. The certain area is called change map area. So let's go ahead and rename it to change map area. And the next line is what function to run. We want the function we're gonna name the function like change map or something. That should be good, and the last two variables can be left as is. Now let's go ahead and go down. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this this line right here because it's also a script area, because that one was also a collision with script area. So so it has all the variables in here. So we didn't have the right variables. And let's go down, open bracket, closing bracket, and let's rename this to change map. There we go. And now that's pretty much all set up. The player will interact with that, and it'll run change map. It'll run the change map function. So we're good there. Now we just got to use the line of code. So let's go over to the episode 20.hps and copy the first line of code you see here, and I'm going to bring it over, and I'm going to paste it inside of the change map function. And we have four variables. Pretty simple, and you guys should probably be able to tell what we got to put in. So first of all, map name here. You got to put the name of the map that you want the player to go to when the map changes, and that one was main hole. And you guys do not need to put .map because it's already looking for a .map file. So all you need is the name. You don't need the .map. I don't know if it works or not without with the .map. I know it works with the I know it works if you just put main hole. I don't know if it still works if you put main hole.map. I think it might, but just to be on the safe side, go ahead and just put the name of the map. Now the second parameter here is the place where the player should start in the next map. We already just like over here, the other map has this player start area right here, and it's called the same thing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this, and because it has that name, so that's where we want the player to spawn in that same area on the other hole, in the main hole. So he's gonna go to the map main hole, and he's gonna spawn in the player start area called player start area _1. And now these last two variables. So when the players, so for the third parameter, when the player is leaving the map, you have the option to play a sound. So like since we're simulating going through a hatch right now. Since we're simulating going through a hatch right now, we may want to put like an open hatch sound or something like that. If you guys have one of those, or maybe you could just put an open door sound. It really doesn't matter. Like we could let me see. Go back here, and there's a play sound at entity unlock door. We could probably just like copy this unlock door and like put it in here, and when you're leaving you would hear like an unlocked door sound, but we don't want that right now. You can leave it blank. You don't have to put anything inside of it. Same goes for this one. So when the player leaves, this is the sound that will play. When the player enters a new map, this is the sound that will play. So you can choose your own set of sounds to play once the player leaves the map or enters the next map. So that's what these two are. Remember, first one is when you leave. Second one is when you get there. You can play sounds for them. So it could be useful if you want, since we're like imitating you going through a hatch. So yeah. So that's pretty much all that I had to show you, I believe. let's go ahead and save up everything, and I will see you guys in our custom story. Alright guys, here we are in our custom story. So first of all, let's go ahead and open this door and pick up the key, and go ahead and open our door. Let's go ahead and use our lantern as well. So remember, when I step over there, the map should change and it should take me over to the next map in the that we made. Let's go ahead and do that. There goes, the player freezes, and then the screen goes black, and then I spawn in the next map. Remember, it could take longer to load depending on how big the next map is in terms of size. Like file size, so it could take a while. So now let's go ahead and try our level door. If we go through here, we should end up back in our previous map. So let's go ahead and click here. Same thing, the screen goes black, loading screen comes up, and then I should appear on the opposite side. And there we go. It gives you the feeling that I actually went through that door. It's not really supposed to be that. It's not really supposed to link the two doors. It's just the door itself is just teleportation to the next map. Let's try do one more time. End up right here. Yeah, that's pretty much how it should be. How everything should be working. I hope you guys found that useful. And not only I showed you level doors, but I showed you how to change the map with the code through a script area. Remember, you don't only have to do it through a script area. You can also do it through like item callbacks when you pick up an item or anything like that. You can do it. You can run it at any point in your level. You can just like any other pieces of code, you can use it at any point. It's a good way to set up something pretty cool. Like it gets pretty tedious to constantly be using level doors. It's pretty unoriginal. So if you guys want to create your own original way of like changing your map, you can go ahead and do it kind of like the way I did with the hatch. You approach the hatch. I would do it a different way, the hatch trick. But yeah, I mean, using the code to change the map is a good way to let your creativity run free, and you can create your own type of changing levels. So I did want to show you guys that because it's going to be very useful in the future. What if you guys want to just use level doors? That's perfectly fine as well. So yeah, that does it for this episode, guys. I'm not quite sure, as usual, what the next episode is going to be about. This one, I decided to do this one because I know this is something I should have taught you guys a really long time ago. I'm thinking the next episode should probably be Prop Force, but I believe you guys should be able to see it at the top right if the episode has been released already. So, thanks for watching, guys. Like the video and favorite the video, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.